promise. In Matthew chapter 8, 5 to 11, Jesus is promising that it's not only the Jews who will be saved, it will also be us, the Gentiles. Okay? In fact, if you study the Bible, you will see that if the Jews don't recognize Jesus, they will not go to heaven. Unless they recognize Jesus as the Messiah, they will not go to heaven. It doesn't matter if they're the chosen people. Because that's precisely what God the Father did. I'll send my only Son, and whoever believes in him will not perish, but have eternal life. Book of John. So I'm not worthy. This man's faith and humility that we use his words to express our own sentiments before receiving Holy Communion. It's a very good quote. Lord, I'm not worthy that you should enter under my roof, but only say the word, and my soul shall be healed. That's precisely what we say before communion. Faith moves rain clouds. If it can be said that Jesus had a weakness for something, it would seem like Christ's weakness showed itself when he perceived faith in others. That's why I underline all this, though. He never worked a miracle without first demanding faith from the one to receive it. So if you're praying for something, you must believe that you get it. If you're praying for a job, you must believe that God can provide you with a job. If you're praying for healing, you must believe that God can heal whatever it is, that whatever sickness that has to be healed. In other words, if you pray for something and you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. What happened? Remember, there's a man who was being healed by Jesus and he didn't get cured at first. Because he didn't believe. He was not believing. He was just trying to Jesus. Okay, treat me, I have this and this and that. Jesus treated him. But he didn't have faith. So he didn't get well. And then Jesus said, believe in me, and I'll do, and then he did it again. You know what happens? He got healed the second time. Because by then he believed. So faith moves rain clouds. Tuesday, Luke chapter 10. I give you praise, Father, Lord of heaven, for although you have hidden these things from the wise and the learned, you have revealed them to the childlike. You have talked about this, right? The childlike. Blessed are the eyes that see what you see, for I say to you, many prophets and kings desire to see what you see, but did not see it, and to hear what you hear, but did not hear it. God reveals himself to the childlike. Then God chooses the childlike, and the childlike can entrust a bigger picture to God. Very, very good. Very nice. At the bottom of number 3, Cardinal John Henry Cardinal Newman prayed in his famous poem, "The pillar of the cloud, keep thou my feet. I do not ask to see the distant sea. One step enough for me. One step enough for me. What? To see God." Wednesday, Jesus is the bread of life, December 5. My heart is moved with pity for the crowd, for they have been with me now for 3 days and have nothing to eat. Oh, interesting. These men have been with Jesus for 3 days and they have nothing to eat. That's why Jesus multiplied the bread. Number 2, they have nothing to eat. Will I ever be let down or be satisfied if I seek Christ with a sincere heart? When they say, the Son of Man has nothing to eat, what does that mean? I'm sure many people would have offered her food. What does that mean? Will I ever be let down or not be satisfied if I seek Christ with a sincere heart? This is the message here for Wednesday. By the way, Wednesday is the Bible study materials, so you have all the readings there. When you follow Christ, remember the question that Peter posed on Christ. Because they were getting suspicious. Peter was saying, look, Master, I have left my job, I have left my occupation, I have left my family, I have left everybody. And what is there for me here? That was Peter's question. What is it for me here? All I do is give. Remember from last week? So when do I stop giving? What's the answer there? When do I stop giving? I keep giving. When? Huh? You don't stop giving? No, I can stop giving. I can stop giving when God stops giving to me. Then I can stop giving. But will God ever stop? No. So I will never stop. Forgiving is the same. How many times do I forgive? 7 times. You only stop forgiving when God stops forgiving you. It's not the number of, it's not the fact that we commit sin. The thing is, we stand back up when we sin. Every time we fall, we stand back up. That's what counts. Jesus never expected the church to be filled with saints, like Anne. No. The church is filled with bad people like me. You understand? The church is made up of sinners. So Jesus never expected holy and perfect people. No. The church is made up of sinful people. Again, like me. But what counts in the eyes of God? I know you can sin. I know you can fall. But this much you should make sure of. Whenever you fall, stand back up and start again. Because until you do that, the picture doesn't look good. The bread of life. Remember, this is Jesus knows the longings of our hearts, and He knows that material food has its limits. Our hearts are restless until they rest in you. That's it. Who said that? Who said that? Saint Augustine. Saint Augustine. Thursday, flood proof. You know, Sandy. That's why it's flood proof. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom, but only the one who does the will of my Father. The facade, out of sight, and too late. You promise to read this for me? Please read this for me, because our time is limited here. Then we have Friday, and Saturday, next Sunday. Saturday is beautiful too. God makes the first choice. The case presented to confirm freedom. And then holiness is just a yes away. After hearing God's messenger, Mary must give her answer. She dedicated her life to saying yes. then next Sunday is John the Baptist. You know the story of John the Baptist. Next week is special week. Because next week is what? Today is the 6th, plus 7 is 13, December 13. We can have some, because after that will be December the 20th. When do you want the special class? Because I have many documentaries to show you, short clips, videos that will inspire you. Do you want it on the 13th or do you want it on the 20th? Do you think 20? Yeah, they might go